Right.
Okay, so the debt's climbing. It's, I don't know how many trillions, right?
Crazy.
But it's enormous, right? If the workers can participate, we can pay it back very quick because there would be productivity. It's a common sense question. So we got to find a way that politicians must adhere to some rules, because society cannot function without rules. We must have balanced budgets, right?
What causes a budget to not be balanced? You've run a multi-billion-dollar company, employing more people than some countries have people. How can a company operate unbalanced financially? How does a government not run a balanced budget?
Well, it's basically, when I talk to young people, we like to assist and we like to guide, let's say, kids coming out of university or out of college, right? Where we say, I want to be in business. I want to start a business.
One thing that you said that stuck with me was how you feel like in 20 years we would be able to eliminate debt. So I was wondering what you meant by that, and if you could be a little bit more specific, as if you meant we could eliminate all debt, or what were we supposed to do to make that work?
So basically, I recommend in 20 years Canada should have no more debt. We could wipe out the debt, right? And there's programs we can do it. Secondly, the bureaucracy is enormous. I'm not blaming the bureaucrats, because in a civilized country, every person's got a right to find a job, whatever the openings are. But I'm saying but look, you got sons and daughters, you got kids. If you keep on going together we can build a society, we can build a structure which is civilized, because you cannot have so much bureaucracy. It's not feasible. I could never build a Magna anymore, right? It would be impossible, because I built maybe 3 factories a month in the average, right? Sometimes you got to look back in history and say who was a great politician or who said the right things. And Winston Churchill stood out. In his later years, Winston Churchill said it was a very civilized, but he used the name goddamn Parliament. It doesn't work. There's only politicians in Parliament. The mandate of a politician is to be elected or re-elected. So he says we need a chamber of citizens to balance out the politician in Parliament. That should become cumbersome. So I'm saying is Canadian small business could be the chamber of citizens for Canadians, because if small business does well, the whole country will do well. And they were always the backbone, but now they practically cut off everything here, right? Okay, so that's the main reason we created the New Wave Common Sense Business Association, because it's got to make economic sense, right? Parliament just can't, or the government can't just print monies every time they got a problem, right?